we're going to break down the sheer scale behind the Leonida map, which is the massive, highly anticipated new world Rockstars is currently building.
And that naturally brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? What actually happens when you compare GTA 5 to GTA 6? You see this debated endlessly online right now. I mean, people are literally counting pixels and trailers, they're overlaying coordinates, and trying to mathematically prove exactly how much bigger the new game is going to be. The anticipation is just absolutely through the roof. But, as we'll explore today, the answer to this is actually far more complicated than simply saying, oh, one map just has more square mileage than the other. Answering this question really requires us to fundamentally rethink how Rockstar designs their worlds from the ground up, and to understand how this evolution is going to change our entire experience.
Section 1. Beyond Los Santos, the GTA 5 baseline.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is when you think about how GTA 5 was actually structurally designed, it gave us a fantastic variety of terrains. We have the sprawling countryside, those towering mountains, the arid desert, and that long, winding coastline. It was undeniably a huge open world, and it felt completely revolutionary at the time. But its core focus was almost entirely anchored to one major city and the immediate environment sprawling outward from it. Basically, all those diverse biomes served mostly as a beautiful backdrop to Los Santos itself. No matter how far north you drove up into Blaine County, the gravity of the city always kind of pulled you back. It was a massive world, for sure, but structurally, the entire experience was defined by its proximity to a single, dominant metropolitan hub.
Section 2. Welcome to Leonida, a statewide focus. So, Leonida. It isn't just a city, it is a fully realized fictional state. And yeah, while it features the neon-soaked streets of Vice City right at its center, it is actively encompassing incredibly diverse surrounding regions that operate totally independently of that urban core. Rockstar is completely breaking away from that single city anchor we just talked about. We really have to realize that Vice City is merely the starting line for a sprawling, diverse ecosystem. It's just one piece of a vastly larger puzzle. The focus isn't just on building a bigger city anymore, but rather engineering a living, breathing state where the central city is just one of many distinct destinations on your map. Section 3, the fan map warning. Managing expectations. Now, with all the widespread leaks in those intense community discussions completely dominating forums and social media right now, it is very easy to take a rumor as undeniable fact. Community maps are incredible reconstructions, but we need to be clear, they're absolutely not official Rockstar measurements. The mapping community has done a phenomenal job with investigative sleuthing, piecing together coordinates, analyzing specific camera angles, and stitching together leaked footage just to give us a rough blueprint. But we have to draw a clear line between this passionate community effort and finalized official data. These maps are our best educated guesses right now, not the final word from the developers, and we really have to view them through that objective lens. Section 4, a new scale of discovery. Environments over area. Even keeping that warning in mind, those community reconstructions still help us visualize a complete paradigm shift in world design. And this brilliantly illustrates that shift, because true scale isn't just about raw square mileage, it comes from environmental variety. GTA 5 often makes the world feel like one continuously connected metropolitan region that just slowly bleeds into its outer suburbs. GTA 6, however, emphasizes multiple, entirely distinct environments living inside one massive state border. This isn't just a basic geography update, guys. This is a fundamental change to how exploration is actually going to feel in your hands. You aren't just driving to the edge of town anymore. You are traveling between entirely different ecological zones that just happen to share a unified state government. I want you to really imagine leaving Vice City for a second and how this builds into the actual gameplay loop. Instead of just immediately entering another urban district right next door, you're embarking on a genuine journey. You're moving through long, isolated, winding stretches of highways. You slowly navigate dense, unpredictable, and frankly dangerous wet runs. You pass through quiet, isolated rural communities that feel absolute worlds away from the city's nightlife. And eventually, you cruise along expansive coastal areas that have their own entirely unique economies. You do all of this over a significant amount of in-game time before you ever reach another major, distinct region. It's a true sensory journey of discovery, and it completely changes the pacing of the game from quick city sprints to actual sprawling road trips. So when we ask if GTA 6 is definitively bigger than GTA 5, well, we might actually be asking the wrong question. Without those official measurements we talked about earlier, the exact mathematical square mileage doesn't really matter just yet. What is undeniably clear, though, is that the ambition is bigger. Rockstar is designing an experience that actively relies on distance, isolation, and environmental contrast to create the illusion of a massive living world. The scale of Leonida is thinking miles and miles beyond just the neon lights of Vice City alone.
It's about the space between the destinations just as much as the destinations themselves. You've mastered Los Santos. You know its every secret, every shortcut, and every jump. But facing this massive new state leaves us with one incredibly thrilling question. How much of Leonida is out there, quietly waiting in the swamps and the remote coastal highways, just ready to be discovered? It's a vast, totally unknown world, and I, for one, absolutely cannot wait to explore it.